I'm humbled and honored to be here today, and to be here for such a worthy cause. And I want to tell you, share something with you. In 1958, I went to a school that burned down to the ground and 100 kids died. I was 8 years old. It was a Catholic school, Our Lady of the Angels. And my way out of it was music. My father bought me an accordion after the fire, and it became my best friend. And I never looked back from that point. And I gotta tell you, I joined the choir, and I went from the city of Chicago out to the suburbs, and went to public school. I couldn't stay in that area. I asked my father to please move me. I was having trouble. They rebuilt the school, and I couldn't study. I could only see the fire. So anyway, during my recovery period, music was my escape, my salvation. Sorry, guys. Truly. And it's that way when you're growing up and you have that kind of sadness and you see that kind of devastation. It's hard enough to be a kid, and getting through it all. But music is the joy that takes you away from the pain. And that's what we have to remember, when we take music away from our children. But on a lighter note, moving to the suburbs, I moved to a wonderful neighborhood, away from the fire stuff. And I met this wonderful teacher, Rosanna Klitsch, who took an interest in me and my music. She became my piano teacher and my mentor. This was in public school, and I was blessed. And she taught me through high school, and I went on to music college in the Chicago Conservatory of Music, which was amazing. But I'll never forget the joy and the escape that music has given me over the years, to get me past the horrible memories of that school fire. And I went back 50 years later to the commemoration of that fire last year, and I gave them a song that I was able to perform at the church for the surviving families 50 years later as a gift. I had to get it approved by the committee, by the way. And that was my greatest musical achievement, was 50 years later, giving back to people that I felt I could relate to. The song was called "The Day They Became Angels." I sang it for the bishop. All these dignitaries were there in Chicago, and it truly changed my life. And it completed me as a person. So that's the kind of thing that music has done for me.